The light does not know about the darkness. But why does the light not know about the darkness? Because if I talk about light, I talk about the light of God, emptiness. And if in the light there would be any knowing about the darkness, that would imply duality. But in the light of God there is no duality. There is only I am. I am. But then why do we talk about darkness? Why is this imagination which is for us the opposite of light? Why is this here? Why is this here? Can we, because if there is a knowing that there is a light, where there is no duality, where there is only light, if this is something you can understand and know, then there is for us automatically like going from A to B, from darkness to light, means that we have to change a state, an inner state. So we inside we get out of darkness and we go into the light. But if light doesn't know anything about darkness, that would mean if we don't know anything about darkness, then the darkness would not exist. No. And we will become, without effort, without any effort, we become light. Because we forget about the darkness. We don't know about anything about darkness anymore. Even the word darkness doesn't exist anymore. We let all that go, all that let go. And you fall into light, and you don't know about darkness anymore. Yeah. And to follow in the light, it sounds easy. But there is something in the middle which holds us back to let go, to let go. And this is the fear of the end of something which actually don't know about the fear, you know. That means that the fear is not existing in the light. It's an imagination. It is a construct which started with form. It started with us, with the thinking, you know, with the thinking, with the time, with the future, with the past, with the strong belief in an end. That's when the fear starts and when the darkness starts, you know. So, but this is also a good thing, because then we can, let's say, presume that there will be somewhere, let's say, a misconception in our capacity of thinking, of how we see things. Somewhere here in that area, there must be the clutch in the matrix, you know, where we forgot that darkness doesn't exist. We forgot that, you know. So in everything what you can imagine about darkness, everything is made up in your mind, There was somewhere in your life some influence, some experience, some frightening moments, that you had to face. And which injected you with the imagination that there is something which can harm you, And the fear was so strong in that time that you put it away, you know, you store it away and created, sometimes unconsciously, because you don't know what you're doing in that time, you know. You just store it away and carry the piece of darkness with you, and we were building up a pretty strong identity, what we became and what we are and what we have to be, and if we only live in that cage of duality, you know, and we cannot let go of that illusion, then it's impossible to experience the untouchable. Because the light doesn't know about darkness. Light doesn't know about darkness. And then the whole existence becomes, let's say, it's slowly drowning into emptiness, into stillness. Slowly. It's getting more quiet and more quiet. And then you reach a point where it's so quiet, where you only this is hard to describe with words, it's hard. It's not hard, it's impossible. It's impossible. No. But if you ever in your life experienced this emptiness, then you especially when you marinate into that state, it is a process. It's a process to go there. Maybe At least in my case, it took years. Years of seeing, and also years of also sometimes a step back, and then you see it again, and then you go 2 steps forward. This is not. It's not a steady process. It can take. Life can always surprise you with something. But it's all happened in your life to make you more aware, because you have to face certain things to let them go. Otherwise, they're not coming up. They're not coming up. So you face certain challenges, and those challenges, they come because they remind you, let go. And this let go has nothing only to do with, can be, but it's not only that selling something like a house or your motorbike, or it also reminds you, especially, to let go of your dark spots, which you should be grateful for, because you have the opportunity to see it as that what it is, as your fear, as the darkness, as pain. All those things, they come with the darkness, with the not knowing, duality. But if you're aware of that you get this resistance because of experience out of life, then you always have the opportunity to transform darkness into light by seeing and by letting it go. And how you let go, it can be simple, you just see it, and then you see it, this is not existing really, because you can look at it and you just let it go. Or you have to go through a certain process. Maybe you have to talk to somebody, or you have to really be aware if you are in love, did you forgive everything? Yeah. Because the forgiveness, if you can realize that, then it will set you free without even talking to anybody. Yeah. So there are many ways to liberate you from darkness, which is hidden sometimes. Yeah. And the universe is here to remind you, yeah. All the time, all the time. Light doesn't know about darkness. So you have to become light. By not knowing, yeah. By not knowing about darkness. Which is, in general, everything that comes and goes. Which is then, in general, everything. Yeah. So for our mind, the step sounds, feels pretty radical, because the mind doesn't know that it will be also better for the mind, after all. Yeah. Because the mind has no imagination of that space, it's afraid of it. It makes you feel afraid of it. And it's trying to manipulate you that you don't let go, because the mind would lose impact into you. But if the mind gets controlled, let's say, by light, by the nothingness, by emptiness, then the mind can calm down and it can rest, and then the mind will still function, but it will function out of other field. There is more peace, there is love, there is this knowing, this knowing which flows into the mind also. And all your thinking, all your actions, whatever you do in life will coming out of this big space of not knowing. Yeah. It will be always fresh what you do. Everything will be fresh. Yeah. Because you don't know. You don't know what's coming. Yeah. And all this not knowing, this focus is here. Focus, not even focus. It creates the living in the now, in the moment of now, yeah. Which is not even a moment. And then you book your flight for 1 month ahead, without big resistance. You book your flight, and it just happened now. No, it just happened now. And all by letting go of the darkness, of the suffering of duality and form, yeah. Which does not exist. In the emptiness of light.